Hey guys, hold on. It wasn't letting me go live, so give me just a minute. Okay, why are you so slow, you dumb internet? There we go. Okay. Hold on, guys. I had a Walmart order that was late that had stuff that needed to go in the fridge, so I had to stick it in there really quick. It was supposed to be here like 10 minutes ago, but apparently they were running late. So welcome to the Creative Kinship Event Group. The Creative Kinship Event Group is the event that I'm hosting. But I am Tonya with Tonya's Crafting Creations. We did have quite a few people today, so if you missed anyone, you can go back and watch the replays in the Creative Kinship Event Group. If you're not in that group, it's free to join. And then that way, you can go back and check, any of the people that you may have missed from earlier or any other events that we've had. It is Crafter's Choice today, and we do Crafter's Choice every single Wednesday. Only time we wouldn't have Crafter's Choice is if I have like a doctor's appointment or something. That would be pretty much the only thing that would be ever stopping me from doing one. Like if that's the only day I can host it or only day I can schedule it. Which, to be honest, it's possible that may happen because I've got a lot of doctor's appointments and now I have a shoulder issue going on that started up Thanksgiving Day. And so I'm on meds in case it's inflammation, and I don't know. They don't know what it is right now. I go tomorrow for an x-ray, but hey, Ty. Is it brighter now? Oh, my throat. Oh, ow. We'll see how this goes. I'm looking for my mouse because I'm hitting buttons. And it's in the bottom of this bag. So let me get my phone plugged in because it is about to die. But yeah, I was at Ty's house for Thanksgiving. And we had just finished eating. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, my arm started hurting. Or my shoulder. And I hadn't done anything to aggravate it, so I don't know. Who the heck knows? Let's see if I can even get that open. I was out of paper, so I had to order some, ow, that's heavy, from Walmart. So let me get into it really quick. And then I do have that bottle that I did last week to show you guys since you didn't get to see the finished product live, and I had even added a bow to it afterwards. So I'll show you guys that here in just a minute, just as soon as I get some paper in my printer. Oh, I can't even pull that out. Get that hand. Jeez. Ow. Okay. Hold on. I have to reach with that arm, but I have something in front of my feet. Because I cannot reach with that arm. Here, can you hold this pen? Oh, God. I swear I have no luck, you guys. Cancel. Because I have no clue what I was even printing. That was the other day. Okay, now I can sit down. Oh my goodness. It's been one of those days. So, anyone who doesn't know, this is Bindi. She's in every single one of my lives. Scoot back there. A little more, stinker butt. Okay, I need to get to my noses, which will make more sense once you guys see them. And I'd have to look back to see who I got them from, because I honestly have no clue who it was, but I had ordered them from someone and they were really inexpensive. Okay. Do I need anything else out of here? I don't believe so. Wait. Yes, fine. Ow. Pine cones. Okay, let me grab that. Ow. You guys are going to hear a lot of Alice from me tonight. So this was the bottle that I did last week. And I added the bow to it. And it does light up. And honestly, for whatever reason, the paint must not have been completely dry, because it actually has a crackle to it. And I really like it. If I ever did another one of these, I would just go ahead and do the crackle. Now, I couldn't get the other rest of the image to go on it. Like I had a stamp up here, another writing, but I just painted over what did transfer since the rest of it wouldn't. But I really like how that one turned out. And that was the first bottle that I've ever done. Hi, Lisa. Okay, I don't think I said hi to anyone. I'm sorry, guys. My brain's gone today. Let me go back and see really quick. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Lisa. Ty. Dazelli Arts. What's your name? I know you're new to a lot of us, because I saw a lot of people asking you, but I didn't catch if you said what your name was. But welcome. Pumpkin Crafty Creations. I am brain dead on your name at the moment. Oh my gosh, like I said, it's been a day, but hi. Hi, Raven. Daisy. Okay. Well, duh. Yeah. That makes sense with the name of your page. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh. Give me a break today, because I'm not feeling the greatest. I also have a sinus infection, so that's not pleasant either. You know how when one thing happens and everything else just kind of piles up? That's kind of been my day and my week. I've got one more bazaar this weekend to get through, and then I'm done. There we go. Okay. Ow. So let me go over, hi Lindsay, the lineup really quick. Yeah. Just in case any of you missed it. And I do always share the lineup in the event group as well. So you can always, like at the beginning of the event, it's always posted right there. But we had Lisa with Fergie's Crafting Connection. Then Michelle with Shelly by the Shore Crafting, Raven with Craftifornia Dreaming, Vintage Grace Decor by Stacy, Sheila's Creations and Crafts, Creating with Love and Grace, which is Heather, Crafts by Amy, Moody Cow Cottage, which is Lindsay, and then myself. Oh my goodness. Okay. I am not even keeping this out. But I do need to get my scissors. Oh, I did. Okay. Like I said, it's been a day. I don't think I need any. Oh, I do have gold paint in here that I might want. I've been in the other room when I do craft because I get tired of sitting in the same position. And sharing this chair with Bindi, sorry, Bindi, does get tiring when you're having to share it. And she's sweet and loving. And I like the heat behind my back, but she's not small. She is far from small, so it's a little difficult sometimes to share a chair with her. Okay. Ben, let's toss this over here. And you don't even go with that stuff. So I have several other napkins that I'll be uploading to the napkin swap group that I have. Oh, the other thing, and I did remember to bring it in here this time. The apron that I was talking about during my last live, that's the one that someone made at one of the bazaars that I went to. And it has 3 pockets along the front here. And so I just use it at my bazaars to keep like my phone in there, the card reader, and then whatever else I want, the key to the money box. You know, whatever else I want in there. And they did so many other patterns and stuff. I'm kind of cold now. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Hold on, guys. Ow, ow, ow. Ah, God. Ow. You don't realize everything you use your shoulder for until you have pain. Oh, God. Okay. That's enough movement of that for the moment. Just wanted to get my sponges out. on my white paint. So we're going to use Waverly chalk paint. You're going to shove me out of the chair, Missy. I just had it. It is not my day today. Right here. So we're going to make a snowman. With one of these. And then we have some different noses, but I might switch to a smaller nose because that one might be too big. The same size. No, sorry. So let's get the noses out of the way. I wish I knew who I got these from because they were really, really inexpensive, and it came in like a set of a whole bunch of different sizes and stuff. Just wanted to grab my ribbon really quick. I know it's taken me a bit to get ready today. I'm not feeling good. I almost thought about canceling, but I've canceled the last couple, and I didn't really want to cancel again. Well, I've canceled a couple in a row. That's not the right one. We might be able to use that. No, it doesn't. Okay, and I know the other thing I wanted to do too. Okay. I see it. And that should be the last thing I need out of here. Ooh, I forgot I had these colors. We'll set those aside. We might switch to one of those. We'll see. Ow. Okay, so let's go ahead and decide how far down. Okay. So I'm just marking a line to know. You're not going to see the line. I could have done it with anything. Because we're going to put, not popsicle stick. It's the, whatever that's called. I'm going to have to reach. I don't know what these are called. Oh, paint paddles. Do I have any cut the right size? No, I do not. So we're going to use a paint paddle to make the brim of the hat. So, ow, shoot. Why? All I was doing was itching my nose. I'm left-handed. You seriously would not think I do so many things with my stinking right hand when I'm left-handed, but I do. Okay, let's sand this down. I don't feel good, so I'm going to injure myself probably a lot. Knowing me. This is not a normal day for me. Honestly, it's just been like one thing after another. Each day it's been something different. Couple doctor's appointments in a row, and it's just been frustrating. Very frustrating. I'll probably have to have someone help me with my tables for the bazaar this weekend, because the rest I can do, because I can, pull my wagon that I have everything in with the other hand and everything. I just can't use that arm to flip a table over and open it up and, sit it upright and all that stuff. So I'm sure there'll be someone there that I can have help me, or if my friend gets there before I do, or before I need the table set up, then maybe she can help me. I need to message the lady again and make sure that she's putting us next to each other. It's always nice, if you don't know this, if you have a friend that's doing a bazaar with you ever, you can ask them to put you next to them. And then that way, if you need them to watch your booth, you can. And you're right next to each other, and you don't have to worry about asking someone you don't know. Okay, this must have been one of my old ones that leaves a little of the brush behind, or sponge behind. Or maybe there was just a little left. So for any of those who don't know and haven't tried it yet, Walmart has their thing where you can order and have it delivered to your house. And honestly, if you do it once, you might as well pay for it. If you do it once a month, let me put it that way. If you do it once a month at least, you might as well pay for it for the year. And then you can do it more than once a month. And sometimes you can do it certain times of the year, and they give you a discount on it. And like any coupons that or rebates that might be available, you actually can clip them on there and get the deal on them. And a lot of stuff is actually cheaper if you order them online and have them delivered, or order them online and pick it up, than they are to buy it actually in the store, like to walk in and buy it. There's some crafting supplies that if you walk in and buy it, you're going to pay more than if you were to just order it online and have it delivered, or order it online and have it available to, just pick up that way. I can't remember what items are that way, but there are several that I know of that you pay more for if you buy them in store than if you were to get them online or order it online. Hey, Veronica. I will be posting polls for new events sometime this week for January, and there will be Saturday events starting in January. There will be like a few months where I probably won't have as many Saturday events. There might even be some where I may not have any at all. It's all going to depend on when the bazaars and stuff are. Because I don't want to get a bunch of crafts and then have to try and store them. What? What are you talking about, Ty? Vandy Marie, you're pushing me. Oh my goodness, you guys. I do not know how to sit in a chair without Bindi behind me. When I was at Ty's house for Thanksgiving, I was sitting at the edge of the stinking chair like I would if she was sitting there. I'm so used to her behind me because she's behind me on the couch. She's behind me here. She's behind me in bed. I mean, there's not any place other than the toilet that she's not behind me. It's literally the only place. And if she could, she probably would be. She likes to be close to me. She comes in the bathroom with me, honestly. And sometimes she'll stick her head in the shower when I'm taking a shower. So will Callie. They'll come out of the bathroom and my brother will reach down to pet him and he's like, why is their back wet? Why is their head wet? And I'm like, well, they decided to poke their head in the shower, or they lay right next to the shower and peek around the shower curtain and open it a little. It's like, you ornery little brats. Am I allowed to do anything without you? Clearly the answer is no. It's worse when I'm in pain because, they know I'm in pain and they pick up on it and harass me even more. But yeah, we'll be doing, I've been doing bazaars a lot because the winter or Christmas bazaars are like the most successful ones. And funny enough, so far, the one at the assistant living place was the most successful than any of them. Even the 2-day events that I did, the assistant living place is still more successful. And I have 2 orders to drop off there tomorrow, either before or after my doctor's appointment. Okay, that was kind of poking through, so I'm just making sure it has a good coat on it. And then I probably won't. Well, maybe I'll do it really quick. But yeah, I already have ideas for. Whoops, that's too thick. I already have ideas for themes for the events and stuff. I just need to post it. I've actually had the ideas for a while for them. I just haven't gotten around to. I keep missing a section that's thick and I don't want it to dry that way. So honestly, you can do this. I might just do that back really quick. You can do, I'm not going to worry about fully coating it. I just want it to be finished looking. You can do a snowman with any kind of surface pretty much. Rectangle, square, circle, whatever. You can use these. You can use the little crate pieces. You can use the bottle caps. I sold the last one that I made with the bottle cap. Yeah, you did say that, and I wasn't. I was with Bindi, because I can lean back on her, and she's like a portable hot water bottle. Come in. She doesn't care if I lean back on her. Huh, sweetie. You don't care if Mama sits back on you, huh? I must be sitting weird. I can't even put my arm around you. There we go. I am sitting way back. But yeah, she does not hardly leave my side. She's my ornery little brat. Okay, I can't hold that any longer. Not with that hand. I'm trying to be as careful as I can with my arm, shoulder, whatever, because I really don't know what's going on with it exactly. I had the doctor's appointment already set because I was having blood pressure issues, and just so happens that I ended up having this come on this around the same time. I was hoping to use the bigger cutting board, but I don't know what I did with it. I had already started painting it even. Okay. Ow, why did I do that? It's hard to think. Oh, I can't use that arm for that. Okay, I need some black paint. Well, no. I was gonna say we could do black or we could do brown, but oh, I did have my other gold. Okay. Huh, I don't know what the heck I did with my black chalk paint. That's okay. We'll use this one. Good night, Daisy. And I don't know if you do lives or not, but if you ever want to be in an event, feel free to send me a message. I'm live every Wednesday. I'm not sure if I'm going to be live again anytime this week, but I can send you a link to my notification group that you can join. Then that way you can get notified when I go live. And if you do lives and want to participate in events, just let me know, and I can get you added to the group chat and everything. But yeah, I host Crafter's Choice every Wednesday. Okay. I will send you a message when I get off of here. It will definitely help you grow your page so that you have more people hop on your lives when you go live, and it helps you meet more crafters as well. Good night, Daisy. So we're painting the back and front just so that we make sure it's finished. I was kind of trying to go for winter, not so much Christmas. I was actually wanting to go live earlier this week, but I wasn't sure if my arm could handle it because it was hurting way worse than it is right now. I just took my pain meds a little bit ago, so it's kind of helping, but it's kind of aching. So I know the ends aren't going to be seen much, but I still want to make sure I get the tops and bottoms. And you will see possibly from the back a little bit of this side or edge, whatever, but I don't know how much at the moment, so I'll just paint a little bit. Okay, we'll get this part dried. So is anyone doing anything fun this weekend? Oh God, that was hot. Oh, okay. I forgot you said you had that. I will be at the old PGG building for my bazaar. Set up Friday. And then do the bazaar on Saturday. The Sugar Shack, which is a small little, I don't know what you call it, coffee shop place that has food. They are sponsoring the food for that bazaar. Oh, that's nice. Oh my goodness. Last weekend, it was so stinking horrible. I mean, the bazaar was great, but we had a snowstorm. And I'm sure you probably had some of that snow too, Veronica. Um, oh, for crying out loud. It started just as we finished packing the car. Well, no. It started, why did I say that? It started just as we were finishing up and we were just starting to pack stuff up and it started snowing. And when I say it started snowing, I don't mean it just started snowing a little bit. It started coming down thick. By the time I got my stuff out to my car, it was thick all over the road. And it was not fun driving. I was behind a bunch of cars, and I ended up driving home like going 30, 35 in a 55-mile zone. The snow was coming down. It was thick on the ground, and you couldn't. And it was really slick, and so no one was speeding. That was for sure. We didn't even have any idiots that were trying to pass people. Everyone was actually on their best behavior. Oddly enough, usually you have someone who's trying to speed past everyone else, but it was so bad no one was even trying to. And then it all melted away the next day, but boy, that first day, it was bad. I forgot to finish the back. I got home and it was so slick I couldn't even hardly get out of the car, and my brother was at work, so it's not like he could help me. It was bad. I was just glad it was melted off the roads by the next day. Okay. Get this dry. But one thing that was nice about Saturday was I did end up selling 3 of my big wreaths, so that was nice to not have so many of them. Ow. I was surprised though. Usually out of all my wreaths, usually the ones that sell the first are the usually the ones that sell first are the ones that have the antlers. But so far I haven't sold any of the antler ones. And I have 2 of those. Okay. So we're going to... Hi, Camille. Oh, I need to grab my glue out. Where is my glue? Okay, I'm not grabbing that glue out because I'm not going in the other room to get the glue. How are you doing tonight? Be a good girl. Good night, Lisa. I think you already posted your craft, a picture of your craft in the group chat, or in the group, didn't you? I think you were the one who I approved already. I was going to say, if not, don't forget to do it. Because it helps you get your craft out twice. My finger's stuck. Okay, is that even? Yeah, it's even. Okay, and then I need... I know it's late for some of you guys because you're in a different time zone. I should have used my other glue, but I didn't. And I don't think I have my glue tool in here. However, if I'm going to put... The problem is it's kind of bowed, and so it's... It's not wanting to lay flat. So I could... Don't really want to put it in the middle, though. Maybe it's sticking now. Maybe the heat's not helping. Ow. I don't understand it. Sometimes I can reach my arm up and it doesn't hurt as bad. Other times I start to and I stick and scream almost. It's so bad. Doesn't make any sense to me, but what do I know? That's good. You doing anything fun this weekend, Camille? I don't think I even shared my live into my notification group tonight. I think I completely forgot to. Just holding this down to give it enough time. I might be doing a different group chat. I'm still debating. There. Okay, I think I can let go finally. I'm still debating on whether I'm gonna do it or not, but I don't know. I thought it might be helpful so that if we need any extra ones, we would at least have like that literally makes no sense. It told me I had a friend request from someone and there's no friend request. It shows the icon, but there's no friend request there. So I don't know what the deal is, but that's okay. But anyways, I thought I would. It's not going to be like difficult. I just went ahead and shared myself in my notification group. I do have a notification group if anyone wants to be added to it, so that when I go live, I post in there when I'm going to be going live, all that sort of stuff. Are you coming apart again? Yes, you are. Okay. I don't like this glue. Probably why I haven't hardly used it. Okay, I didn't want to do this, but I'm going to have to. Okay. So, I love this stapler. You can even do it with brads. If you want the link to it, just let me know. But I just stapled it over here. And then what I'll do is I'm going to put some pine cones or something over there. So I'll just put it over the top and you won't even see it. But it helps hide the staples. Since this is bowed, it's not wanting to lay flat. And so it's being a pain in the butt. Okay, so move that aside. Ow, okay. Yeah, it's not letting me lift it now. Grab our orange paint. Is there any difference between the noses? No. think I like it that way. Why did I flip it over? Oh my goodness, you guys. My brain is gone tonight. So I have no clue where I got these from. It was someone on Facebook. I would have to go back through all of my messages to find it. But you got a lot of noses in all different sizes for snowmen. Okay, this won't take long to get painted. You do lives, don't you, Camille? I can't remember now. Or maybe you don't and you just watch lives. I honestly can't remember now. Okay. Just need to touch up one little spot on the side and we can glue this on. Okay. I thought so, but then I couldn't remember. Well, if you ever want to participate in any events, just let me know. Haven't been doing any weekend events lately, but we'll be starting to do weekend events in January. just in December, I'm busy with bazaars and stuff like that. So, well, October, November, December is usually a busy time for me in bazaars. I'm doing it at a lower heat because it keeps trying to bubble up for some reason with these. Not sure why. Ow. This is taking me longer than I wanted, but I'm trying to baby my shoulder because I need it to not be in so much pain by Saturday. I need to get through this last bazaar. And then if I want to act up after that, I can act up all at once. But I just need to get through this last one. It's already paid for, and usually it's the best one out of all of my bazaars. Okay. Eyes. But you can also make the snowmans in this size too. On these planks. I've done scarecrows that way. When I said planks earlier, that's what I meant. Yeah, fall at me. I saw buttons here somewhere. There they are. Shoot. Oh, I don't even know what snowman you're talking about, Ty. I didn't know she was in the Dells. I haven't been there, and I think we stopped through the Dells when I had my... Well, we probably stopped in the Dells to go to the bathroom when I had my last checkup that I actually drove to Portland, but it's been a while. Okay. I might just draw eyes. Okay. I want to say there's someone else that's near the Dalles or something like that too, but I can't remember who. It's hard to keep track of where everyone is. Okay. I think Travis is still asleep. My brother. I just thought about that. I think he's still asleep. I'll wake him up when I'm done here. Let him get some extra sleep because I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Well, we took his car for an oil change yesterday. And then tomorrow we're going to dump off my car for my oil change. And while we're waiting for that, I have 2 orders to drop off at that assisted living place. One to a worker there and one to a resident there. And then I have, well, actually 3 to the coworker. Or the, not coworker, an employee there. But then I have a doctor's appointment. Well, not really doctor, but well, it is doctor technically, but an appointment to get a x-ray on my shoulder. So they can try and see if it's just inflamed or if something else is going on. Okay, so we've got the nose. What do you think about those eyes? Yes, no, they're just buttons. Yes, no, draw some on or leave them and put a bit of white somewhere on them. What do you think? Okay, hold on a sec. Ow. That ruler has it out for me. Like that, or you think I should do the white bigger? Let me get that wiped off my desk. Oh, shoot. I shouldn't have done that with that arm. Hold on. Jeez, that was glued on. Oh. Okay. I'm just going to leave that off until I'm sure I'm done gluing. I don't want to fight with that again. Okay. So we've got that so far. And now I was thinking about doing I still need to do the mouth, but I was thinking of doing this snowflake scarf. Or our other option for a scarf we have this. So we also have this one that we could use, or we have this furry one. So what do you think? The red furry one, the knitted one, or the blue? Fuzzy? Okay. What you doing behind me, Bindi? Mommy can hear you making noises. So we can either do the buttons for the mouth, or I can draw a mouse. Hi, Wendy. Oh, shoot. Oh, I need to stop doing stuff with that arm. Jeez, it aches. Okay. Not great. Okay. I'm going to get the scarf on really quick, and then I can put the mouth on after. Oh, I didn't paint that corner, but I'll do that later. They really don't know if my sinus infection just never went away, or if I got another one that quick. I just got over antibiotics like last week, and then now it's back again. I don't have my glue tool in here, so we're having to use other glues. So anyone who's on here, say hi so I know you're on here. And that way I can tell you hi. And then I have something going on with my shoulder. Just randomly started out of the blue, and I can't lift anything with that arm. I can't hardly move that arm without having pain. So right now they have me on steroids for 10 days. I think it's 10 days. Maybe it's longer. And then once I'm done with the antibiotics, if it's not better, then they will order physical therapy. But I do go tomorrow. Hi, Bonnie. Thank you for sprinkling. I do go tomorrow for a x-ray to see if that shows anything. So I guess we will see. Okay, I need to cut this. So I'm not dealing with the whole roll. Okay, then that needs to go like that. And where are you? Van, where's the evil stapler? I know you're not afraid of it, but the other two are. I think I buried it under the ribbon here. Yep, there it is. So we are going to staple that down, and then I'll just glue the others in the other spot. And then what I will also do is, because we're going to put a hanger on this, so what I will also do, you guys can't see, but I'll move that in just a second here. This ribbon came from Michael's. I have it in this size and then a bigger size. I have it that size and this size. Hey, Ty, do you remember that wreath that I made with the snowman on it? And then I had painted one of these snowmen and we stuck it in the middle. One of these. I had a lady that came to the last bazaar. She was an older lady. It was so stinking hilarious because she saw it, and the squeal that lady made, oh my goodness. She was so stinking thrilled to see it. She's like, oh, I just have to have that. It's so adorable. But she literally made the loudest squeal I have ever heard someone make that age. She was just so sticking happy to find it. She's like, I've been looking for a wreath for my door, and that one just stands out at me. Oh my goodness. She was just so sticking happy to get it. You don't see reactions like that very often. But yeah, she was thrilled to death to get it. You really don't see that very often when people are that happy about something. It is. So what I also did was I took, and I still need to do the mouth, but I took the scissors and just cut like this and made like little frills. I can't even think of what they're called. The little lines for the scarf. You know what I would like to know? Oh, never mind. I answered my own question. I was going to say I would like to know where the glitter came from, but it came from this ribbon. It's like I did not use any glitter anywhere, but then I actually did. Okay, now we just need to do the mouth. I did have a smaller nose somewhere, but I don't know what to do with it, so I had to use that one. But yeah, I think that will work. Okay. Yeah, you can do a lot of things with those. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, and I think that one's too big of a tip. I think I'll just use a permanent marker. I'm just kind of making lines on the carrot. And if you didn't want them to stand out as much, you can always put a small layer of paint over the top of it, and it will kind of dull it down some. Or you can, once it's dry, take sandpaper and sand it down, and it will do the same thing. Okay, and then we need to do the top part. So we've got that so far. And then we'll need a hanger, and I'm not sure what I want to do for the hanger yet. I might just put piece of twine up there. Okay, so we have yeah, I've had one almost every weekend. We can either do the white pine cones, or we can do this that has, let me unwind it a little. I think so. I can't remember. I think so, but it's in the other room, and if I do it, I'll have to do it later. But yeah, I haven't tried it yet, but I do have it plugged in. So we either have these that have gold on them, or we have the white ones. The white ones are really pretty. Okay, Bindi, you're making me scoot the chair further and further back, and I forgot I moved that. Okay, ow. Keep moving my arm. Okay, I might. I'll let you know. So I'm thinking, ow. Kind of wondering. You know how we get random ideas in our mind? Kind of wondering if it would look good with that up there or not. Okay, let me find my pine cones. Find some that aren't too mangled. Okay, I can put some of that there. right in front of my face. Okay. But yeah, I've had bazaars almost every single weekend. Actually, one weekend I had 2 bazaars in the same weekend. We had one at an assisted living place, and then it was one where we had to set up the same day, and then after we picked up our stuff and got it loaded in the car, we immediately had to go to the building for the other one and go set up for that one for the next day. So we had a lot of bazaars in a row, my friend and I. Okay, so we'll put that there to hide. Kind of debating whether or not to scrunch up that like that and then put that there or not. Yeah, I do like that. I do like that idea of drilling the hole and doing the spiral thing. So what do you guys think of that up there or no? Thought I was going to put something else with that. What the heck was it? Oh gosh, I have so much stuff that I had one I had one in October. Four in November and one in December. So I've had a lot. A heck of a lot. And the one in or 2 of them? No. One of them was a 2-day event in November. We were going to have another one in December here next week, but they were full. So we didn't end up getting into that one. It's all about finding what ones are good, and you have to first find them, which is the difficult part. And then once you find them, it's finding the right ones that actually do well. Not all do well, and some people will say, oh, it's the best one. Oh, there's such a great turnout. Well, there might be a good turnout, but just because there's a lot of people there doesn't mean that all those people are buying stuff. Everyone was saying that the 2-day one was going to be the best one, and honestly, the nursing home one or assisted living place, whatever, was the best one out of all of them. The 2-day one was the least successful out of all of them. Yeah, the time of the month matters too, when everyone gets paid. And see, I think that's partially why the 2-day event that we didn't work very well, because it was towards the end of the month and close to Thanksgiving. I mean, we made our money back. That's the most important thing, honestly, is that you make your money back that you spend for the space and that you make a little extra. Let me paint that tiny bit before I forget, because it's driving me nuts and I need to get this out of here. No, I'm going to use it. Where did my black paint go? Right here. Now, I don't know how the one at the Eagles Lodge did, because I didn't do that one. I don't know if they even had it yet, or if I think it's supposed to be this weekend. Because it was supposed to be a 2-day, but the 1-day one that I did, well, the couple ones that I did, didn't do that great. So I don't know how good a 2-day one would be there, since the 1-day one was not good at all. Okay, I was just touching up a couple spots. And we'll dry that really quick. Should have done that. The other thing too is, when you do start doing them, watch how well, even now maybe, keep an eye on how well they do their advertising, because that's a big thing too. If they don't do their advertising, you're not going to get many people. Okay, have a good night, Camille. But yeah, if there's, so that's that so far. If they didn't do good advertising, you're not going to have a good turnout. And that's the problem with some of the ones that I've done, is they have not done very good advertising. Okay, did I want to do it that way? No, this way. Okay, tuck that under there a little. Get this paint off my hand, or glue off my hands. You have to be careful with these pine cones because they are fragile. They will break apart. I did not realize how long I've been on here either. Okay, so we do have that. This ribbon, And this one all came from Michael's. So these 3 all came from Michael's. This one here I'm actually going to make into a bow for that someone can use for like a hair bow. Oh yeah, I can do that. Just had a thought in mind. Hold on, Bim Bim. I knew I was forgetting something. There we go. Ow. Oh, goodness. I did have some actual blush that I was going to use at one point, but I don't know where I have it, so we'll just do what I always used to do, and the heck? Okay. I need to get a new pink apparently for this one because it like all clunked up or clogged up and there's like lumps throughout the entire thing. Weird. Don't think I've had one do that before like that. Okay. So I'm just kind of doing it on the desk, or on my, I have a glass cutting board. I'm not just doing it on my desk. And I have a round pouncer. I don't have the size I wanted, but it doesn't matter if you use a small one or not, because you can always move it around. And we've got some cheeks. Hi, Cindy. I need to wipe off my desk before I sit that in it. I almost stuck my thumb in that. Okay. So that's our snowman. I'll drill holes in it later and post a picture and do a wire hanger like the one Ty was talking about. Ow. Let me see something. Sorry, Ben. I know, Mommy squished you. I want to do one other really quick. It won't take long. Ow. Shoot. Did I paper cut myself on this? Well, I'll know if I start bleeding. Yep. I scraped my finger on the side of this metal. Thank you, Cindy. Okay. Hopefully I got that right. I might cut a little out just in case on the outer part. Because I can always trim it up after. How are you doing, Cindy? So I wanted to let you guys know something. I know there's not too many people on right now, but in Walmart they sell these wall stickers. That like they have nativity scene ones, stuff like that. Just be cautious when you get those and use them on a craft, because I bought a nativity scene one, and as soon as I put the Mod Podge on it to seal it in, it started to fade. And so I ended up, once I got a new or a bigger Cricut, I just peeled it off completely on the board that I had it on and just put a Cricut, one that I cut with my Cricut on it. But just so you guys know, they're kind of not the greatest quality to last. At least the nativity scene one isn't. At the time I used it because I didn't have a big Cricut, but unless I just had a defective one, but just be cautious when sealing it. Because I've done window clings and stuff like that and never had that problem before. But I was giving the craft to my church, and I wanted to make sure it was going to last for them. So I just went ahead and pulled that off and put the other on it. So is everyone ready for Christmas? I'm not. Not even remotely. The cutting this part out is going to be the longest part, honestly. And I know it's the most boring. But we're almost finished. And I'll go through like the comments and stuff, and I'll pick someone for Happy Meal. Okay. You could always keep these after you cut them out for stencils too. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're going to have to do it this way. So we're cutting out this middle part as well. I'm just going to mark this so I know where to put it back down. And then here, I can just cut over here. And I don't need a whole lot up there. Not that had another layer. Okay, and we're not going to paint this back part because we don't need to. And then this is the last thing we're going to do. But like I said, it won't take long. Oops. Yeah, when I use StreamYard, it gives you the option to highlight a comment. Cannot get this where I want it. Well, and I'm trying to make sure it's even. Okay, Ben, you're shoving me out of the chair, sweetie pie. Okay. So I'm just sealing over the top of the napkin really quick. And don't forget that we have that napkin exchange group too. For anyone who wants to post pictures of napkins that you have, in case someone else maybe has a napkin that you want, and you have one maybe that they want, and then that way you can exchange. This napkin that I'm using was one that I got from Sheila with Sheila's Crafts and Creation, or Sheila's Creations and Crafts. We exchanged napkins. I actually need to get hers out in the mail, because she actually also won Happy Mail for me, so I was just going to put it all in one envelope. And I was waiting for some napkins that I had ordered, and so I wanted to include them. Okay, why don't I just set this aside so you guys aren't here all night. Oh, my leg hurts. This is metallic folk art. It's ice blue. Okay, Ben, I don't know what you're doing different tonight, but you're really shoving Mommy. Sorry, sweetie. So it's ice blue, so it's a metallic paint, so I might have to put another coat. Probably should have put this in white first and then did the blue. I didn't think of that until just now. Let me dry this a little and see. Actually, I've got clumps. Poor little Bindi here was supposed to go to the groomer the other day, but we had to cancel her appointment yesterday because she was having tummy issues. And we didn't want her in the car. She did not like it when I gave her chalky, it was kind of a chalky texture. It reminded me of, like, what was it called? Kaopectate or something like that. Is what it reminded me of. That chalky texture. Something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was called. I just remember I think it was our grandma that used to give it to us. Probably mom too, but yeah, I need to do it in white first. She did not like it. But I gotta give her credit. She didn't spit it out at me. Callie, whenever I've had to give it to her, she will spit it right back out at me. Bella fights us, and it's hard to get Bella to take anything that's a liquid that you have to shove in her mouth. We have this syringe, I think it's probably for kids, that you turn the dial to the like if you want a tablespoon, a teaspoon, whatever. And then when you pull the syringe back to fill it, it only fills it up to that spot. And that works out perfect. And I used that for Bindy's medicine, and that worked perfect. Just got it in her mouth, waited a second, and then squirted it. And I did kind of hold her mouth closed a little bit for a second just to make sure she didn't like immediately spit it back out and then let go, and she swallowed it. But Callie is kind of the tricky one because sometimes the vet would give her a pill and she'd cough it back up. Then they would give her a piece of meat afterwards. She'd eat the meat fine. Somehow she hid the pill in her back of her throat or mouth or something. And then by the time we got to the car, she spit the pill back up. But she had chicken and water both, and none of that came up. It was just the pill. Callie's sneaky. Dogs can be sneaky like kids. They don't like to take medicine any better than kids do. We're only doing one coat of the white. Callie is ornery. She takes seizure medicine. When she's having a seizure, I have this medication that I have to give her while she's having the seizure to make the seizure not as bad. But if I don't give that to her quick enough and she starts coming out of the seizure, because if I don't give it to her at all, generally she'll have another one. If it's not that day, it's the next day. Could be 10 minutes later, an hour later, you never know. And so, I don't know. If she starts coming out of it and before I get that medicine in her, she will fight me and will not want to take it. And she is only a 7-pound dog, but she's strong. But then I'm kind of weakly compared to her. Maybe if I was stronger, it wouldn't be as bad, but sometimes even if I have my brother help me, it's still hard to get her to take it. It's not one that goes in her mouth either. It goes on the other end, and she still fights you on it. But she would fight you either way. Just kind of to show who's boss, and it's not me, it's her. She's the boss, and not me. So yeah, save yourself some time, and when you do this, make sure you paint this first with chalk paint. The other paints, just plain acrylic, does not stick as well, and you end up having to do way too many coats. And I don't see the sense in wasting that much paint. Okay. I might need to get a new one of those at some point because that sucker. And I hit the button again. Hold on, guys. Okay. And then I did see a tiny corner that I missed, and I got rid of my paintbrush already. Or sponge, whatever. That was the other spot. Okay. Yep, that's showing up a lot better. Also, I could have, and I didn't think of it until just now, I could have painted this, instead of using white, I could have used the Waverly chalk paint in the color Pool. And if I wanted it a little lighter, I could have also added a little bit of white. And then that would have made this probably stand out a little more. But I think this will work good. I've actually done pretty well at selling my crafts throughout the last few bazaars, to the point where like I'm not gonna have to really store a whole lot of Christmas crafts, because I have sold the majority of my Christmas crafts, more or less. I mean, I still have some, but compared to normal, I don't really have that much. So this one here will probably be my last actual Christmas one that says Christmas on it. I want to do a few more winter ones. since this will be my last bazaar coming up, anything I would make after the bazaar is not going to be sold this year because I won't have any bazaars in between. And I don't really want to store a whole lot of stuff, so. I mean, I'll make a few winter crafts, but. Oh my goodness. It might look kind of the same color to you guys on camera, but it is a blue metallic. It's the same kind of blue metallic as that trim. Just be careful because this does melt easy. Okay. So that napkin is one we're using. It says Merry Christmas on it. And then we're going to glue that on. Where that one corner is. Okay. Okay, so I'm just spreading some tight bond on this. Because I don't like using hot glue because it melts it. And I've used tight bond many times with it and it works a lot better. And I'll try to hurry so I don't keep you guys on too much longer. When I'm not feeling well, it takes me a lot longer to craft. Okay, we've got 2 more corners. I wouldn't have to do it this way if I was using the other bottle, but I can't squeeze that bottle. And it's at the end, so. Okay. I'm going to have a few spots I'm going to have to paint the blue on again because it wasn't quite dry, but that's okay. And if I absolutely have to, I can go around with hot glue, but I don't really want to. I'm going to use a little of this since I have it out. I think the last time I used the other one, not the one that says fabric, but the regular. I can't squeeze it. So we have that. And then we have a hole that I didn't cut. Actually, it would be easier to do it like this. If you have a hole puncher, a regular one, you could use it too, because it's not going to be a big or a thick hole. You're just basically poking through just the wall tile. And paint. And then if any of the other wood shows through, I'm just going to, I'll just go back and paint some of it with the vinyl. And also, or with the paint. Once I get it on here, if I want to kind of make it where it's a little flatter so it sticks better, once you've glued it a little, you can get it to form it better. When it's a little softer. And then that way you can push it down where you need it. Yeah, I'm gonna hop off here in a minute because I need to get him up. And we haven't even had dinner yet. But that's pretty much all I'm going to do to this one. I don't even think it needs a bow. I don't even know that I have. I think I do have ribbon that would actually match that. But I'm not sure where it is. I did not realize I was even on here this long. Thought I saw it, but that was not it. Oh, I see it. If I don't fall over in my chair. Oh, God. I do have... Oh, no, I have fever, I can tell. I do have this that has snowflakes. Hold on, my push pin that came apart. Okay, I'm just gonna throw it. So I do have this ribbon that I guess I could do. Could do a bow like that. Okay, hold on. It's not double-sided, so I need to do it this way. Let me see how I like this. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just put that little bow on there. And that will be it. So I will hop off here and let you guys go. I am going to probably find something little to eat, and I am probably going to go to bed. I don't feel good. I'm actually starting to feel a little nauseous, so. I think I overdid it. So I will post a picture of these. Still need to post a picture of the bottle that I made. But I'll post a picture of them. And then if anyone, like if you watch the replay and you do lives and you want to be in events, just let me know. And I'm happy to get you added to the group, the event group, where the polls are located and the group chat. That's all I have for you tonight. So we have this, and then I'll post a picture of this once I get the hanger. But we have these two. Let me turn my ring light on really quick. So we have this one and this one. And hopefully I feel better next time I come on. Maybe I'll try to come on. I'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. Or maybe Friday earlier in the day before I have to go set up. And maybe I'll try to go live. But anyways, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for checking out the event from today. If you missed anyone, go back and check them out in the Creative Kinship Event Group. And you guys have a good rest of your night. Bye.